Module 5, Lesson 3's objective is to add multiples of 100 and some tens within 1,000. Item 1. Solve each set of problems using the arrow way. I'm going to underline that, using the arrow way. That way, I remember to follow the directions. Item A, 260 plus 200. The way you solve this problem is you start with the number 260, draw an arrow, and then add 200. Now we know that 200 is two groups of 100, so I'll change the number in the hundreds place by 2. And since I'm adding, that means I'll go up by 2. So that would make this number 460. 260 plus 200 is 460. Now let's do the next one. 260 plus 240. So here I'll start with 260 again. I'll look at the number in the hundreds place. That's a 2. So I'll add, again, two groups of 100. And we already know that answer from the one above. So that brings us to 460. Now I'll look at the number in the tens place over here. That's a 4. So I need to add 4 groups of 10, which is 40. That means I'm going to change this number in the tens place up 4 groups. 470, 480, 490, then comes 500. Now let's look at the last one, 260 plus 250. Again, I'll write 260. I'll look at the number in the hundreds place, that's a 2. So I'll add 200. That brings it up to 460. Now look at the number in the tens place, that's a 5. 5 groups of 10 is 50. That means I have to go up 50. Well, I already know that if I go up 40, that makes it 500. And 50 is 10 more than that. So if I go up 50, that makes it 510. Let's look at item B. 320 plus 400. I'll write down 320 first. And I'm going to add 4 groups of 100, or 400. That means I'm going to change the number in the hundreds place up by 4. So 320 up by 4 is 420, 520, 620, 720. Now we'll look at the next problem. 320 plus 480. Here's 320. Look at the number in the hundreds place. That's a 4. 4 groups of 100. We already solved that part in the previous problem. We know that that makes 720. Now we'll look at the number in the tens place. That's the 8. So we're going to change the number 320. We're going to change it by 8 groups of 10. This is the tens column. So here we have 720. We're going to go up 8 groups of 10, which is 80. Look at there. I see a 2 and an 8, which makes a 10. And 10 tens is 100. So I think the problem's going to answer, the answer is going to be 800. Let's check it out. 720 up by 80. 730, 740, 750, 760, 770, 780, 790, 800. Now the last problem. 320 plus 490. Again, we have 320. Look at the number in the hundreds place. That's 4. 4 groups of 100 is 400. We already know that that makes 720. Now it says 9 groups of 10. So we have to add 9 groups of 10, or 90. Now, if you look at the problem above, we know that 720 plus 80 is 800. Well, 90 is only 10 more than that, so that makes 810. Okay, the last 2 groups are for you to do. Remember, use the arrow way.